Now you've been playing the game for a few hours and you want to start exploring the world rather than just carrying on with the story mode, and if I was to tell you you could farm max level weapons and gear from as soon as you access the central loop map, would you believe me? Now, I wouldn't, but trust me, you can farm level 9 weapons and gear straight away. There are a few, obviously, parameters that are in place here that will make it a lot easier if you follow. And yeah, I'm going to show you a end game farm that you can farm near enough straight away. Now, I will give my suggestions on this of when to farm it, because obviously, you know, a few missions in will make things a lot easier, and I'll explain that in the video. But yeah, if you do like today's Dying Light 2 video, and it does help you out a ton, please show the support by hitting the like button, and yeah, subscribe for more Dying Light 2 content. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, like I said in the intro, you can do this farm as soon as you've gained access to the central loop map, but there are a few parameters I will put in place before you're doing it, just to make things easier. Now, you'll come across a mission not long after being in the central loop, maybe an hour or so, called the broadcast mission, which basically you scale the VNC tower, you take it over, and you gain access to it as a safe, as like a safe zone. And upon completing that mission, I feel that is the best suited for this particular farm. You'll unlock the VNC tower, you can unlock the VNC metro station just to the left of it as well. And then ultimately, because you've gained access to the tower, you can paraglide off the top of it and get to this location easy. There's a lot of land, if not near enough all of it, that is affected by chemicals. So, you know, going via the roof of the VNC tower makes it ideal. And obviously, you know, we've got the metro station to fast travel in the future. So yeah, I'll quickly show you that before we get into the farm. Now, once you reach the roof of the VNC tower, simply go to this yellow box or generator in the corner, and you want to fly off to this first building that you can see here. If you try and go all the way, you'll lose control of your paraglider, so you need to go by building. Now, this first building here, there's actually a few things that you can do on this. I'll link a video in the description, because there's actually quite an important piece you can pick up here that will give you basically a repair for your weapons. If you're getting these level 9 weapons, you don't want them to obviously break. There's a charm here that gives you 500 durability that you can keep on refreshing, so I'll leave a link to that at the top of the page, as you can see now. But yeah, back to it. So once you reach this rooftop, you simply want to jump off to this next rooftop. If you haven't done already, speak to the Liquidator NPC to get the Cyberpunk 2077 Mantis Blade weapon. Then from that rooftop, again, you want to jump down to the next building here, as you can see on screen. There will be an airdrop on this roof, so you'll be able to pick that up as well on the way past. And yeah, you now want to get your binoculars out, and you can see a bus or coach on the bridge down to the southeast, and that is going to access a safe room for you there. So as you can imagine, from this rooftop you now need to sail down to that safe house, and yeah, this is where the farm begins. Now, there's going to be 11 chests in total, and the first is literally just outside the safe house. You can come out of the doors of the bus, jump over the fence, and if you look with your binoculars just here, you can see a chest. Now, you don't need to look for your binoculars, you can just jump straight in the water to locate this using your sense skill, but this is going to be the first one. Now, little tip, you know, these are all going to be very hard to open. Now, unless you're really good at obviously doing this, you may struggle if you don't upgrade your picks, or if you've got quite a lot of material, you can just craft them as and when you use them. But once you get the hang of it, you will start opening these pretty fast. Now, the gear ranges from levels 7 to 9. As you can see in this first box, I do get 9s. I do get a couple of 9s throughout this run, but I do get a couple of 8s and a couple of 7s. Still, it's a lot better than the gear that you will get in the majority of the story campaign. And you know, these boxes do reset after a little while. I believe it's only half an hour, and these will all respawn at level 7 to 9 loot. And the beauty of it, once they've been picked, you won't actually have to unlock them again. They'll just be open for when you return. So that's why this farm is an unbelievable farm. Also, along with the weapons and gear, you will be picking up rare valuables like morphine, which do sell for a pretty penny. So not only are you getting great loot, you can also make great money. Anyway, let's move on to the second airdrop location. So as you can see on the map, the second one is located in the center of like an underwater building. In fact, the majority of these chests are going to be in similar situations. So as you open the map up, you'll see these underwater buildings on the map, and the airdrops aren't going to be that far from them. With it being an airdrop, a parachute isn't too far away. So if you see them as you first go under the water, the chests aren't going to be that far. Just make sure you're using your sense skill and obviously keeping your eye out for the question marks, because they can simply pop up as you swim over them as well. Once you get the hang of it, you will find all these airdrops pretty quick. Number 3 is located just a little bit to the right. Again, you'll find a parachute in close proximity hanging off the building. Number 4 is directly under where we found the first one, again in the middle of obviously a building formation. Number 5, again, as you keep on going round now in these areas, is on the left hand side of these buildings, but again you can easily distinguish it by the parachute hanging off the building underwater. And if you go to the east, you'll find number 6. Again, it's situated in the left corner of this building formation. Number 7 is located again just to the right in the next building formation. Number 8, just a little bit more tricky, as it's set just outside the building formation. But yeah, if you follow the on-screen directions, I'm sure you'll find it pretty quick. Now, the 9th is going to be situated actually right by a pile of cars underwater. But again, head for the center of the building formation. But yeah, it's going to be next to a pile of cars. Number 10 is pretty simple again. Just head obviously now northwest. This particular building formation is pretty small and you can find it directly in the corner. Now the 11th and final airdrop location is in this particular building formation. That makes a total of 11 airdrops that you can farm every half an hour. Now, little side note, you'll notice there's one building formation central that hasn't got an airdrop. There is an actual inhibitor box there, and there's also another one in the clouded area to the left of where I am now, so that's just also something you can pick up whilst you're there. But yeah, that is it for the farm. 11 airdrops that you can farm every 30 minutes for end game loot. And to be fair, I've kept you for quite a while now, so I won't keep you any longer, but if you've stayed this long and you have watched the whole video, it was obviously of great use to you, so please hit that like button. It'll only take an extra 2 seconds of your time. Subscribe for more Dying Light 2 content, and with that being said, take care.